And my main words of wisdom are guard your time. Figure out when you're going to be available to students and when you're not. And that doesn't mean that you can't sneak in there off hours and make arrangements and make adjustments to your class or read your emails or so forth. But you really don't want to set your students up to believe that you're there for them at 3 o'clock in the morning or on Sunday afternoon at 2 when you have other plans or you're playing with your kids or doing something fun. So guard your time, set up your office hours, and maintain them. The other thing is find somebody on campus who's teaching online. Find someone that understands your problems, your issues, the things that you face when you're dealing with maybe challenging students, difficult students, or just the routine of keeping up to date, monitoring online, and doing the grading that you need to do, and corresponding with students. Find a friend that you can go to talk about those things and maybe give you some support and some help. Most campuses have people who've been teaching online for several years. Get a couple of people that are go-to people that you can talk to. And finally, never forget that online teaching is not babysitting. You are not their electronic babysitter. You are their teacher. Teaching is high touch. As a general rule, I think that just putting them in material and expecting people to work without any feedback is very poor teaching. I think those rules that Chickering wrote about what great teaching is, that applies to online teaching too. You just have to make it work with one hand tied behind your back because you can't pat anybody on the back. You're not there to do that face-to-face or to look intently in someone's eyes and say, I believe in you. You've got to use your resources wisely and use that video. Use Audacity, which is a free download, to put an audio track onto your papers if you're grading essays and so forth. Try to be creative about getting students to work together and to collaborate. They may not show up for you, but they will show up for their friends. Stay on top of things. Students drop out of sight when they're online students. Sometimes they just absolutely disappear. But if they know that you are tracking them, you're checking your tracking once or twice a week, you're contacting them via snail mail or telephone call. If they drop off the planet, you're doing your part to keep them engaged. And also, good teaching is high touch. You're staying in touch. You're working with them. You're thinking about, it's not going to be a multiple choice test, but there can be lots of creative ways to measure student engagement and student learning. And so tap into some of those more creative resources and creative ways to do that. Response journals, have them make a video if they can do that, or a PowerPoint. I'm sure that you have a zillion ideas, but also the people in your world who are teaching online will have lots of good ideas, and try them.